Greetings and welcome to Jefficho Films. I saw this movie a long time ago and for good reason I forgot about it. So thanks for making me rewatch this, Ron. Now I might never forget this 1993 horror sci-fi. So let's review Alien Intruder. This movie starts out on a salvage ship in space that's spinning cheesily out of control, the USS Holly, and is sent out a distress beacon because it's in serious distress, and the crew's fighting among each other. And one of the members of this crew is the late Jeff Conaway from Babylon 5, and they're all fighting over this girl, Ariel, played by Tracy Scoggins, also from Babylon 5, so I understand. It's a battle of laser guns versus shotguns in a warehouse that's supposed to be on a spaceship, and though it's spinning out of control, nobody's really off balance. I guess the inertial dampers really work on that ship. And it's all over Ariel because she's manipulating each one of them to kill the other, saying that she will be with them, but she's just a major cock tease. Eventually, Conaway kills everyone, and then she's just like, I'm your fiancé. And then he ends up killing himself. The best part of this movie, ends up killing himself. Then we jump to the distant future of New Alcatraz on Earth in 2022. You know it's the future because the bars on this prison have lasers. Billy D. Williams of Star Wars fame is at this prison recruiting people to man his ship because he's going to go on a rescue mission. He recruits Nick the Navigator, DJ, a computer guy, Peter, an engineer, and Lloyd, a demolitions expert who's not really good at his job, that's why he's in prison, and he's an escaping prisoner, and I think his qualifications are actually just making blowjob and sex jokes. Billy doesn't tell them much about the rescue mission, just the sales pitch that every Friday at 5 they can use the Aphrodite program, which is choose your own simulation and woman for the weekend. They must have all agreed because next we're on a spaceship, the USS Presley, and it has a Model 4 android who does absolutely nothing in this entire show. Lloyd and DJ are chatting, pretending to work on something, and yep, it's 5 o'clock Friday, let's go to our simulators. They jump in and Lloyd is in the wild wild west with his whore getting a bath, and Ariel shows up delivering him food, but he's already got a whore. Peter's smoking after some implied sex with some saucy brunette in 1952, and then he goes down to the lounge, and Ariel is singing. She just got hired there. DJ must have some sort of biker fantasy as he's with a biker gang riding to a gas station, and the gas station's granddaughter is played by Ariel, and she's like, hey guys, leave my granddad alone. Nick's simulation is him running on a beach and working out and surfing, and he's got a hot blonde girlfriend who takes a shower and he watches, and he's very impressed with her, but he doesn't sleep with her, he goes back to working out. He doesn't even seem to have a story for his simulation. Next we get to see Ariel walk out of the water in a great swimsuit, and I say, damn, Elizabeth Lockley, Sheridan married you for a reason. The weekend's over and everybody gets back to their stations. Other than DJ who works on computers and Nick that does navigation, I don't think anybody actually does anything on the ship. Billy D's got Ariel on his monitor, but he quickly shuts it off so nobody can see. They're taking him to the Delphi section, and Nick's pretty upset they're going to the G sector because it's dangerous there. The guys are sitting around playing poker, and I'm pretty sure this script was written by a 17-year-old kid who wanted to put every sex joke in it as possible. An alarm goes off, and one of the pipes is ruptured, so they go to repair it, and they're reading things off the pipe that isn't there because they're pretending it's something, and then finally they get it fixed, and it shouldn't have exploded. There's actually no reason the pipe should have burst at all. Ariel's music is playing from another room, which upsets Peter because it's from his simulation. Well, there's really nothing else to do on the ship, so it's the weekend, let's go back to the simulators. Billy can't find Ariel on his computer, but he gets a vid of her on all the other simulations. In the Wild Wild West one with Lloyd, he's having a showdown, and his girl gets killed. That's not supposed to happen. Ariel actually saves him, and then he goes upstairs and he finds her in the bathtub and has some implied sex with her. Peter in his 1952 club has a deal go south and his girl gets shot. That's also not supposed to happen. The biker gang fights among themselves and Ariel takes DJ and rides off and blows up the gas station, also not part of the program. Nick's girlfriend's dead on the beach, strangled with her bikini top, and he's tied up getting some condolence writing from Ariel. Billy D and I are very sad about this, but invasion of privacy much, Billy? She disappears and the simulation starts shaking all around, and then the ship starts shaking, and Billy D shows us his emotional ranges. The guys all talk about Ariel showing up in their simulation, then they fight over it for some reason. Like, no, you banked my simulation girlfriend. The alarm goes off and they find the USS Holly. They dock, board the ship. The Holly is his sister ship, and everything is an exact duplicate because, we have very little budget, guys. They find dead people there. Nick wants answers, but Billy says, hook it up, we're taking it back, that's all you're getting. Peter's back on the USS Presley making love to Ariel in real life, and DJ walks in, she disappears. This upsets them, and they have a very odd fight. The android gets fried because, he's done nothing in this movie. He's just there to get fried like this. And they're like, oh, we better watch out. There's a lot of booby traps everywhere. No, he stepped onto a giant electrical panel. The computers on the Presley are locked out. The two ships are centipede. And Billy still can't find Ariel on his program. DJ shows Nick what he found. There's a virus in his Aphrodite program. And it's coded with DNA. Alien DNA. It's Ariel. And she shows up. So does Billy with a gun. We learned that Billy was on a ship that the Holly came to rescue, and he escaped 10 seconds before she blew. That's premature, but he's back because he's in love. Her goal is to kill every member of their fleet, ship by ship. Nick wants to mutiny, again, and DJ's with him, but Peter's fucked in the head. Lloyd uses his demolitions expertise to blow up a safe and get a gun, and then he has a gunfight with Billy where he gets shot, but then Ariel gives him a key to set the self-destruct, which is going to go off in 5 minutes. Nick gets a gun too, and DJ gets shot up in the rafters, but why the extra shots as he's falling? He's going to hit the ground and die anyways. Peter walks into Billy's gunfire, probably for the best, and Nick shoots up all the control panels on the bridge. Ariel keeps messing with Billy and actually sets him up to be shot by Nick. Nick makes a run for the escape shuttle as Ariel's trying to distract him. It's kind of Battlestar Galactica, the original series kind of shuttle, which is neat. He manages to escape the blast, but you can't escape a biological virus, and Ariel appears in the shuttle with him. His only real options here would be not to send out a distress signal or kill himself, because the cycle is just going to keep repeating and people are going to come rescue him, and Ariel's going to get in their heads with him too. And that's where this movie ends. I mean, there's crap out there that I enjoy watching, and then there's some crap that hurts your soul a little bit. This really walked that line. I mean, if it wasn't for Billy D. Williams and Tracy Scoggins and then seeing Jeff Conaway for a little bit, I don't think I would have sat through this again. The simulations in this movie were just to eat up time, and they were all extremely boring just to show that this biological virus could show up at any time. I will say if there is anything interesting in this story, it's the fact that this alien race has created this biological virus to lure people there like a siren and kill them. But it never really gets expanded on, so I can't really recommend you watch this. Unless you really like bad sci-fis, then have at it. Well, as always, thanks for watching.